everyone, Justin Cowan here, and what I want to do today is go over two neat Chrome extensions that you can use with your students who are your face-to-face, or maybe they're virtual, and you need some way to help them at home complete assignments or maybe have them turn in information. So let's look at two different extensions that are really kind of handy. So the first one I want to talk about is one called Autohighlight. What Autohighlight does is it finds text and highlights the key parts in a story on a website for students. So for example, here you can see I have an article called "Here's a Food Wrapper You Can Eat." So from Tween Tribune, this is a pretty neat article talking about edible food wrappers. Now, if we look through here, we can see there's kind of a lot of reading. And this may be hard for some students to find the main key points. To help them do that, we can use this Chrome extension. And if I click it, what it does a little bit of highlighting. It tries to find some key facts in it. So I can see there's a little highlight there. Talking about the benefit is, it takes away one layer of packaging. If I keep scrolling down, I can see there's another key point. So it kind of took the long article and tried to find some key ideas. If the student doesn't think that highlighted enough, we can click it again. And now it highlights more key points. And we can click it one more time, and it tries to find even more key points. So the students can kind of toggle the highlighter to try to find all the main information. This can be really helpful for students who have a hard time reading, maybe have a hard time trying to find those key points. It doesn't always mean that this Chrome extension is going to be right. It may miss some of the key parts. But if you have a student who's at home that you can't always help try to find those, this may be a little temporary fix that you can use to have them help themselves try to find those main key facts. Now, an extension that can kind of go along with this is one called Talk and Comment. What Talk and Comment does is it turns on a little microphone that the student can record their voice that they can then send a link to you via like Google Classroom or whatever other learning management system you're using. So for example, let's say I'm using this same article. I've used my highlighter. Maybe I used it twice. And the student is going to talk to me about some of the key information. What we see is on the side over here, there's a little microphone. You can toggle this microphone on and off by going to the extension. And if I click it, I can turn it off or I can turn it on. Now, when I click this, a little recorder comes on. I can see it showing what I'm doing in here. So a student could go through this article and say, some of the main key facts is that the food gets rid of one layer of packaging by making the wrapper edible. I can see in here that this would mostly be used with dairy products. And also, like if I look through this, some other key things that people would really like to have it in a spray form, so that really helps in the processing of food. The student could then click plus or the check mark. And what the student gets is they could listen to it here. A little recorder comes on. They could listen to it. And they would take this link, they can highlight this information right here. They could then turn that into Google Classroom. Or like I said, any learning management system. They could even just respond to a question you have posed in something like Schoology or Moodle or Google Classroom. And you just put that there and everyone would be able to access that sound file. Now, the one thing with this, I'll give you a heads up, is I have not seen a spot where Talk and Comment lists all your recordings. So you would want to make sure that this is kind of like they do it and they need to make sure they copy it. Otherwise, they got to redo it again. But a really kind of cool little thing. So two Chrome extensions that are pretty useful, Autohighlight and Talk and Comment. And the two used together can be a really cool project. I hope you found this video helpful and that you got something good out of it. Have a great day.